Join me on a tour of Cheltenham on a Sunday morning. This is when the Cheltenham Sunday League used to be played. It's 10:30. I'm going to take a look around the pitches and the pubs that have disappeared, which has all contributed to the disappearance of the Cheltenham Sunday League. This is the Borough's playing fields. It's 10:30 on a Sunday morning. The reason I've come here is this was my home pitch when I played for LEC Madrid on a Sunday morning. The stuff we've discussed and talked about, cultural changes in the way we live and things that are different nowadays to when there was a Sunday League, is almost highlighted here this morning. There's a park fun run going on for families, but not a single football match going on. And as you can see, the pitch is actually been sponsored by Dugout, Cheltenham Road Council, Leckhampton Rovers for children's football nowadays. They've actually spent a lot of money here on the facilities. The changing rooms have been totally refurbed with a coffee shop permanently here. They spent £1 million on the bottom pitch, as Steve was telling us, to level it out and sort the drainage out. And there's a lot of activity going on here this morning, but sadly, no Cheltenham Sunday League men's football. We're here at the Beaches playing fields, which is really significant because one of the mainstays of the Football League was Cheltenham Rovers, and this is where they played the Beaches. Always one of my favourite pitches to come to. Did the same thing I always did. I missed the entrance to the park as I drove past and had to double back. But again, as you can see here this morning, again, it's 10:30 on a Sunday morning and absolutely no men's football going on. Surprisingly, there's not even a lot going on here. There's a couple of dog walkers and that's it. There's no kids football or anything going on. There are still goalposts up, so people obviously still play here and use the facility. I imagine it's probably on a Saturday because Cheltenham Rovers do still exist. But again, Sunday morning, you can hear the church bells. No Sunday League football going on for men in Cheltenham. Are other sports getting it right compared to football? This is the Old Pats rugby ground again, about 11:15 on a Sunday morning. I'm just going to film the entrance here as a few cars are rolling in. They've got some kids event on here this morning. There's children everywhere. Looks like coaching's going on and a bit of a game's about to get underway on the main pitch. But as you can just see from the footage we had at the the Beaches a minute ago, which isn't too far away at all, it's just over the corner there. Far more activity going on here at the Old Pats Rugby Club than there is at the Beaches old football ground this morning. And this is East Gloss Tennis Club here at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Again, sadly more activity than the Cheltenham football pitches, and more importantly, we're here because this is the 4 new paddle courts they've built here at East Gloss. Paddle is allegedly the fastest growing sport in the world at the moment, and it's been such a success. I think these courts went in 2 years ago here at East Gloss. This site here, just if I can pan out, it's just been taken off grass courts. I think they've got another 4 or 5 or 6 courts planned to be built here in this spot. It's been such a success because building these courts weren't cheap. The secretary was just saying to me, but absolutely fully booked this morning, these courts, and again, way busier than the Beaches or the Boroughs football fields on a Sunday morning, sadly. This is Priors Park, again, 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Interestingly, there's a girls' game going on for Cheltenham Panthers in the local league. Used to have regular games. There are 2 or 3 teams playing on these pitches, but there's one girls' game going on here on Sunday morning. Again, no Cheltenham Sunday League football for men. Again, here we are at Prestbury playing fields. Used to be home for Prestbury Rovers on a Sunday morning. Had many a game here. It's 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning. There's lots of activity, lots of dog walkers. There's tennis courts over there. There's a little mugger pitch now with a couple of lads kicking about on it, and there's a lot of kids in the park on the far side. There's even a little bit of a coffee shop nowadays, which is totally new to me. But once again, sadly, no men's football going on a Sunday morning. No Cheltenham Sunday League happening at one of the old venues. Here we are, another Sunday League pitch. Again, 10:30 on a Sunday morning. No football taking place. This is Whaddon Road. Cheltenham supporters played here, a couple of other teams. The poster's still up, so football goes on, I imagine, on a Saturday rather than a Sunday. Again, a few dog walkers and activity, but no men's Sunday League football. It was always fun playing here on a Saturday anyway, because you're just a stone's throw away from the mighty Whaddon Road. But again, a sad lack of activity here on a Sunday morning. Back in the day, football being played right now here, and it's pretty empty. So this is a really interesting drive. I wanted to take you on every amateur footballer in Cheltenham will recognise, coming off Brooklyn Road here to the infamous KG5, King George V playing fields. And again, just straight away that catches my eye there is the building is now, says Cheltenham Saracens Rugby Football Club on it. Again, we're at 10:30 on a Sunday morning, and let's go and have a look what's going on. So this is KG5, 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And again, a sad old sight. No football going on of any sort. Just to talk you through it, this top pitch here was always a rugby pitch. I'm actually stood in the middle tier here, which has now been converted to a rugby pitch. This was two pitches here, and then if I can zoom in there, that middle tier there is three pitches, and that nice red brick building in the background was always home of St Mark's Football Club, which had railings around it. Everyone wanted to play on that pitch, but it's actually not in that good repair nowadays. I've just been down to look at it and it's a bit shoddy, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitches here. To see the goals on the middle tier, but no football being played on a Sunday morning. A sign of the times all round. 5 pitches down here on a Sunday morning, and no football being played at all. You join me down here, Swindon Village football pitches. I'm stood filming the pitch. I think AC Olympia played on this. I played on this pitch quite a lot. A slightly more encouraging scene here this morning, because there is some football going on. Again, as my research has taken me to on this journey, there's some kids football going on there in the distance, and the two men's pitches that I've become accustomed to. This pitch over here where another team played on, I can't quite remember. I know Saracens playing on it. That used to be my Saturday pitch. And this pitch here where I say we had many a battle against AC Olympia, not being used and no football being played. And then over here just behind me is again another girls game going on. A few parents watching. Nice scene to behold in front of us, but it's again, like our research and talks to people have shown, the money, maybe the funding's in kids and women's football and not so much the men's game. There's a few parents watching, there's a good atmosphere. You can see the difference in girls and men's football. Certainly it's just a nicer camaraderie and sportsmanship going on. But again, like all the pitches I've taken you around, I've tried to visit as many as I can in Cheltenham on a Sunday morning, just to highlight the fact as we come back here to the AC Olympia pitch that no Cheltenham Sunday League men's games going on, obviously because the league folded, and it's a sad old sight because both the pitches are here. So obviously news on a Saturday still, I imagine, but there's a kiddies football festival going on the far end, as I say. I think there's 2 or 3 teams down there, maybe even 4, that side of the AC Olympia pitch, and then on this side of the AC Olympia pitch a girls game going on. They look about 16 years old, I'm guessing. So yeah, there's still no men's football on a Sunday morning in the Cheltenham area.
That sums up the state of Sunday League football in Cheltenham. Girls and kids football seems to be having amazing backing. Men's football is non-existent. Other sports like rugby, paddle, running are going strong and continue to get support in Cheltenham on a Sunday morning. The irony that the loss of real local pubs has caused the loss of so many football teams has been the surprising outcome from my research during my dissertation. I hope you've enjoyed this journey around the football pitches and pubs of a Sunday morning in Cheltenham and how much the scene has changed since the early 90s. It's opened my eyes to what can be done in communities and how much community spirit means in upholding things like local football teams. Thank you.